Guys, we got some more indie games for you. There's like 100,000 here. I counted them all. Thanks to Loot Gaming from Loot Crate. It's a monthly subscription service. The gaming crate right now is $26.95 a month. You get $60 plus of retail value goods in there. Everything's licensed. Most of this is exclusive. You never know what you're going to get because it's a mystery. Check it out at lootcrate.com. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
The first game is Tonight We Riot, which was kind of like a Double Dragon Streets of Rage style beat 'em up
With tiny little characters.
little guys, and they're fighting the establishment. So you have all these other people with you, like all these other rioters and stuff, and you pick up riot technology like bricks and Molotovs. That's right.
Chainsaws.
Yeah.
So one of the interesting mechanics in this is that as you're playing, you pick up like extra friends to be like your rioting buddies. Like, hey, you guys, what are you doing Friday? Let's go riot. Okay, great. And those become your extra lives. Like as the first guy gets killed, the second guy picks up the torch or the Molotov cocktail, and then moves on ahead, and then that's your next character. And once all of your friends and your entire party dies, then you're done. And that's the same for both. You have a crew and I have a crew, and we're running around trying to dodge bulldozers and riot cops and whatever else.
So the other part of it too is like you don't just want to run in all like balls out and stuff and try to just destroy everything, because then all of your crew is going to get ruined. So you also have to be like thinking about like hanging back and keeping your crew alive and stuff too on top of it.
I know, we hit that oil tank and it blew up like everybody except one of them. I'm like, there went my entire, you lost 6 or 7 lives all at the same time, just lost. So it's weird to have like all your lives out there standing beside you. Otherwise, it's pretty much kind of like a Double Dragon type side scroll and beat 'em up. All right, next up I played a game called Butchered. So I looked at Butchered from across the room and I was like, this looks a lot like another game from a similar part of the world called Soldat, where it was like a little 2D game that's almost as high energy as a game like Doom or Quake. You have shotguns and rocket launchers and that sort of thing, and you're moving through these levels, and you're a tiny little sprite on the on the screen. But the satisfaction you get from firing your weapons is, God, like I said, it's up there with like the super shotgun from Doom. The shotgun has this awesome sound. It kicks a little bit. It sprays like the pellets and everything, and it's just a brutal, visceral game. So the guy was really apologetic about having the Switch controller. He's like, it's way better on the mouse and keyboard, but this is what we have here. And I asked him, I was like, so have you guys worked on Soldat? Are you the same guy? And he's like, no, but the guy who made Soldat sponsored. I was like, whoa, awesome. And he was really happy that, of course, noticed that old game. And if you guys have played Soldat, you'll understand what this game is like, but right now it's only single player. So you're going through levels as opposed to, having a death match with a bunch of people in a 2D environment. All right, we're gonna switch it up and talk about a 4X game that's a real-time strategy game with a few different twists. It's called Driftland. The idea is that a bunch of mages got together, had a little fight, and they blew up the earth, and so now you've got all these pieces of the earth just floating around. So one of the big elements in this game is discovering new chunks of land and then bringing them closer. So the first thing you have to do is you have to discover them, and you can do that by either sending out parties to discover them, or just you can kind of look around. You can cast some spells where you can like hover around the map and like remove the fog of war. And once you do that, you can see, oh, there's a chunk of land here. I need to expand my empire, I need to build, so I'm gonna need to bring that chunk of land over. So you'll cast a spell to move that chunk of land over, and then you're building bridges all over the place. And then beyond that, it's very similar to a lot of other 4X games where you're trying to raise your population, have farms, military establishments, and then you can send them off to do different things, like whether it's mine or explore, attack, and then you can add incentives by throwing extra money at it. That'll mean that more of your citizens are going to be doing that or this or the other thing. But the big new dynamic here is that you're pulling the lands together to you. So it's a new element, a lot of magic involved. And I actually thought it was a lot of fun, even though I don't like RTS games, I'm more into the turn-based. But it kind of had a feel of like Endless Legend, but not, I don't know, it was interesting. And I think I'll play it again. Should we murder that guy? Should we go murder that guy? Let's go murder that guy.